Hi everyone, it's V Vibe time. I'm back and I kind of missed last week because I was so busy, but here I am. Um, Today I want to talk about you matter. You matter. And I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter. I get long winded, I can't help it. But you matter because you are important to the overall story, to the overall story of Earth. Okay, everything that you are experiencing in your life today is something that you agreed to happen. In your story, before you were here on Earth, you agreed that this, and this would happen in your life in order for you to learn and grow from it. So, in order for you to move on from that, you have to accept what has happened to you, accept and learn and grow. And then you take that breath. Okay, I accept that I was not as good a friend as I should have been. I accept that I was not as loving in the relationship that I should have been. I accept that I have anger issues. I accept that, whatever it is, that I have issues with abandonment. That's why I have relationship issues. I have issues with authority. That's why I can't keep a job. Whatever it is, accept your faults. Once you accept it, and you understand it, now you can move on. And I'm not saying that another trial isn't going to come about, because it will. So when it comes about, take it in. What did I do today? What happened? What do I need to learn from this? Accept it. Forgive if you need to forgive. Forget. Move on. And when you do that, your life will start to slowly get a little bit easier as far as things will come. You won't get all messed up with it, and you can release it, and it's much easier. So you matter. Everything that happens to you matters, and everything happens to you is real. It's real. And just because it happened to you, don't think that you're alone, because someone else has experienced what you are experiencing, and it could be worse and it could be not, as bad. But the difference will be how they handle the situation and how they come out of the situation. Will you be the victim of it, or will you grow from it, learn it, accept it, and move on? Okay, so you matter. There are some of us who have the empathic ability. That's what I have. I am an empath, and I think I realized it when I was about 15 years old. I know that if most people know me, I am like this very happy-go-lucky person, always smiling, always brushing off everything that happens to me, very forgiving. But that's also probably a part of me is because I'm a Taurus, and so I'm very loyal. But you don't want to mess up with you don't want to mess with Tauruses and mess up their loyalty to you, because once they see the true you, and you were not truthful with them, and you were not honest with them, and you were not a good person, you had malice, and that's it. For a Taurus, it's really difficult to win back that loyalty, because they shut it off. And that's how I am. I just shut it off when I feel like people aren't being real with me, and they lied to me, deceived me. But again, like I said, that's a Taurus trait. Now with empaths, because I have that part of me, that characteristic in me, I feel the genuineness And I also feel when someone is not being real with me. So I already know. And I prepare myself. It is what it is. Because I can usually read if somebody is lying to me. And a lot of times people don't even know they're lying until later on. It's something that comes out, and then it's like, okay, 2 and 2 didn't add up to 4 at this time. So empaths can feel the emotions that are around them. So when I was little, I was just always happy, smiling, and I just didn't have a care in the world. It didn't matter to me either way. I never fought. I never fought with my little sister. Never. If she wanted something, it was hers. It was just how, and I still am like that today. I never fight about material things, or I just don't, because if I'm meant to have it, I'll have it. If I'm not meant to have it, that's okay. But unless you do me wrong, you do me wrong on something that I worked hard for, that's a totally different story, because that's, but I'm just talking material things like, even food. If someone wants to have the last bite, eat it, whatever. But so being happy when I was little, and then like I said, at the age of 15, I had this feeling of the weight of the world on my shoulders. And every 3 months or so, I would go through this blue state. And it was like just so many things. I'd be sad, then I'd be, I'd be okay. And then and everything would just come down on me. So, and maybe some people think that's depression, whatever. I don't particularly think so. It's just my empathic stuff. But at 15, I didn't know that. And so I remember that because it was so strong, and I felt that at that time I wanted to go home. I don't like it here. And then nobody was directing anything towards me. That was just what's weird. Nothing was going on in my life that was horrific or anything like that. It was just this overwhelming feeling. But I lived through it and am here today. So, but I still get those feelings. And again, it does still happen about every quarter. I just get that feeling. So now basically I withdraw from everybody when I get that feeling, and have to rebuild my inner energy, goodness. And I really get that feeling when I can feel that people are doing wrong to other people. I can feel it, I can sense it, and it just eats at me. So I have to be able to release that so that I don't lower my immune system and get sick from it. So that's why, again, you matter, because I can feel when other people are in pain. But here's what you have to remember. Remember, you have a contract. You have to go through certain things in order to learn and grow. And in order to learn and grow, you also have to release and forgive. So do that, and then you'll see that your life will start to flow much more easier. The karma that you create will start to become better karma, because you are releasing goodness, and then the good karma will come back. And something about karma that you have to remember: karma does not always affect you, especially whether good or bad. It may not affect you directly right then. It will affect your legacy. So what you do today may not affect you today, but it will affect your family down, generations down. So when you are saying ugly things about someone, especially if it's a lie, it's just an outright lie. You can't lie about people. You can't do that. If you're sending good stuff to people, that's okay, but when you're lying about them, be careful. That karma will come back on you. And it is mean. It is brutal, very brutal. And like I said, sometimes we don't even understand where this karma comes from because it was something that happened to our great, 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 great ancestors. But we are accepting that mojo that they released. Good mojo, bad mojo, whatever it is, we're accepting it. So what I want you to understand, I give you good mojo today as long as you give mojo to someone else. Okay? You have to continue the cycle of good vibes. Love yourself in order to love someone else. Be good to yourself. Watch what you put into your body, whether it's, just don't do anything excessive. That's the key. You can do things, just don't do it to an excessiveness, gluttony type of thing. And don't use certain things to cover up your emotions, okay? Be honest with yourself, be truthful, and release yourself from the bad stuff and bring in the good. So you matter. See, you, 3 fingers coming back. I matter too. So have fun. Enjoy life. Don't harp on the negativity. This was something that my clients and we talked about all the time. And every time when they would leave my chair, I would always make sure that they had a smile when I put my hands on them, and that'll be another one. I'll do it on the second one here. I'll talk about healing in a little bit, okay? And I'll upload 2 videos. So peace out.